More Bemidji just saw them. I know a lot of the players are kind of talking about that Minnesota Cup final, a bit of revenge, but this weekend's probably the true revenge, right? Because WCHA points are on the line.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we're facing them, it's a huge game for us. We were happy to get the win a couple weeks ago. Want to get more wins this weekend, and certainly with WCHA points on the line, we want to grab as many of those this semester as we can.
How key is this weekend with where you guys sit behind Bemidji? Is this kind of a make or break if you guys want to host a first round playoff?
No, I would never call it a break because there's always other opportunities.
It would put you in a deep hole.
It would put us in a deep hole, correct, but there's always other opportunities. I think it's a huge weekend. I think it's a huge opportunity for us to make some strides and make a statement for what kind of run we want to make in 2020 here.
What stood out to you about that Minnesota Cup final that allowed you guys to handle Bemidji pretty well?
Yeah, I thought, one, goaltending was awesome from our end. Secondly, I thought we played a good 200-foot game where we got some goal scoring and we didn't give up the lead. We didn't let anyone, get not even a goal go in. So I liked our 200-foot game, responsibility, and the special teams game, right? Scoring a power play goal and not giving up any on the kill.
Was there any other adjustments that you guys made from that series in Bemidji to the Minnesota Cup final, or was it just maybe your team being a little more prepared, you feel?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was October. What was that, like our third weekend maybe?
Yeah,
so
maybe
I think
October.
just as a team, we've gotten a lot better and know what we need to do to win those tight games. And certainly losing those two in Bemidji is something that we've talked about a lot. And we certainly didn't want to give them any more wins against us.
Is there a better comfort level here at home against Bemidji than at Bemidji? I know at one time in this rivalry it seemed like the road team had the advantage, but the last few years it's been the home team.
That's right. Yeah, it's always a good battle no matter where we are. Games are generally pretty close in each other's buildings, but I'd say, yes, we've had a little more success here at Amsoil against them.
Kind of just a generic question. It's a hockey day in Minnesota this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're not from the area, but when you kind of see what they've done with how they do it and everything, do you like it?
Oh, it's awesome. We were lucky to be a part of it a few years back in St. Cloud. I think it's great. It was up here in Duluth one year when I was here. We were, I believe, in Mankato that weekend, and I was sad to be away, but I think it's fantastic what it's done for the sport, especially women's hockey. Getting it on TV has been fantastic, and I know every team in the WCHA that's played in it has lifelong memories from those outdoor games, so I think it's awesome. Jealous that we didn't have this when I was growing up in Massachusetts.
How much of an advantage is it to, or maybe disadvantage, to play a team that you just saw in the same building like so soon?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation because I think it's hard to beat a team. Every weekend we go back to back. It's hard to beat the same team twice, and we're looking to do it 3 times now. And I like the fact that it's not, we did have the week off in between, and they faced Wisconsin in between, so there is that break. But I think there are advantages to it, too. We know what worked well for us. We know we can make some adjustments. I think we can play better, right? That was our opening weekend coming off a long break. So I think we're in better shape and better just mental space now to get the job done. And our kids know what this means, and they want it badly. So it's going to be a great weekend. Bemidji's a really good team. They just obviously beat Wisconsin last weekend. I watched the game. It was fantastic. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fun one.
What was key, you feel, for Bemidji in beating Wisconsin last weekend? What stood out?
They capitalized, right? They put the puck on the net. They'll shoot from anywhere, so goaltenders have to be ready. They put the puck on the net and they go hard. They're really physical in the slot area. So you've got to be aware. DeGeorge scored a beauty there off a rebound. She's got that long reach. So you just have to be aware of them. They can convert, and then it's really hard to get goals against them, right? They're traditionally very good defensively, so if they get a lead, it gets tough.
Were there adjustments you saw them made maybe from that Minnesota Cup final to that Badger series that jumped out to you at all? Or Do they play pretty much the same way?
I think they're pretty much the same. I'm sure they're working on things like all our teams are, and maybe tweak a few things for each opponent. But I think Bemidji is really good in their structure and really good at what they do well. They're going to be tough. They were hard on Wisconsin kids, very physical, as always. And, sometimes teams aren't used to that. So I think that gives them an edge. They play with confidence when they're able to throw the body around a little bit. They get a couple goals. It's exciting. And then they're very confident in their defensive play. So it's a team that you certainly like to score first against.
This has always been a Bemidji team that they're good defensively, they're tough to play against, but they've always been opportunistic offensively.
Yep.
How much more dangerous are they with the infusion of skill they've gotten in recent years?
Yeah, I think they're way more complete than years ago when I first got here. I mean, I look at their roster and up and down. They've got goal scorers on every line. They've got great size. Good defensive core, and bench and net has solidified herself as a starter for them. Back when we played them in early October, they were sort of going back and forth, and she's having a great senior season for herself, and it makes them very dangerous.
As a coach, when you're coming off hours of travel and then jumping back into it, but now having a week to regroup, does that do something for you?
Does it do something for me? I love what I do, so it was really fun, even with all that travel, to come back and see my team and see my staff again and have a tournament on the line. That was fun. And then having the off week was a little bit slow, to get used to that pace when I was in such a exciting environment, playing for a gold medal. Every game was so important. And then coming back to the tournament where every game was also important. It was probably good to take a little foot off the gas and rest and recover and start thinking about the long haul here for the second term. So I think it's been helpful where I've been able to reflect, make a plan for our team, and hopefully get them prepared to have 2 great games this weekend.
We saw the WNBA lay out this new 8-year bargaining agreement for players. Do you, from a women's hockey coach perspective, do you think that sets a precedent maybe for other women's sports and going forward? Just getting your perspective on that?
Hope so. I hope so. I mean, that was amazing news yesterday, and I'm not sure how long has the WNBA been around now?
20 years.
20 years?
20.
Yeah.
So, women's hockey, we've been around maybe 3-4 with the NWHL, CWHL, a little more history than that, maybe 10. So we are still behind, but I think when other sports take giant leaps like that, hopefully ours follow suit. But it does take time. We have to be patient while constantly pushing the envelope, and it's great to see for women's sports in general.